This is Video Playlist. I am reading The Great Law of Peace. Okay, it's otherwise known as the Iroquois Constitution. This was a confederacy of 5 nations initially, and then there's probably more now. This is number 13, probably through 19. Number 13 says, no lords shall ask a question of the body of Confederate lords when they are discussing a case, question, or proposition. He may only deliberate in a low tone with the separate body of which he is a member. When the council of the 5 nation lords shall convene, they shall appoint a speaker for the day. He shall be a lord of either the Mohawk, Onondaga, or Seneca nation. The next day, the council shall appoint another speaker, but the first speaker may be reappointed if there's no objection, but a speaker's term shall not be regarded for more than a day. Number 15. No individual or foreign nation interested in a case, question, or proposition shall have any voice in the Confederate Council, except to answer a question put to him or them by the Speaker for the Lords. Number 16, if the conditions which shall arise at any future time call for an addition to or change of this law, the case may be carefully considered, and if a new beam seems necessarily beneficial, the proposed change shall be voted upon, and if adopted, it shall be called added to the rafters. The next section starts the rights, duties, and qualifications of lords. This is number 17. A bunch of certain number of shells, these are called wampum, strings, each 2 spans in length, shall be given to each of the female families in which the lordship titles are vested. The right of bestowing the title shall be hereditary in the family of the females legally possessing the bunch of shell strings, and the strings shall be the token that the females of the family have the proprietary right to the lordship title for all times to come, subject to certain restrictions herein mentioned, hereinafter mentioned. Number 18, if any Confederate lord neglects or refuses to attend the Confederate Council, the other lords of the nation of which he is a member shall require their war chief to request the female sponsors of the lord so guilty of defection to demand his attendance of the council. If he refuses, the women holding the title shall immediately select another candidate for the title. (19) If at any time it shall be manifest that a Confederate lord has not in mind the welfare of the people, or disobeys the rules of this general law, the men or women of the Confederacy, or both jointly, shall come to the council and upbraid the erring lord through his war chief. If the company of the people, through his war chief, is not heeded the first time, it shall be uttered again. And then, if no attention is given, a third complaint and warning shall be given. If the Lord is contumacious, and they're spelling that Contumocius, the matter shall go to the council of war chiefs. The war chief shall then divest the erring lord of his title. and order of the women in whom the titleship vested. Oh, in order the women titleship vested. When the lord is disposed, the women shall notify the Confederate lord through their war chief, and the Confederate lords shall sanction the act. The women will then select another of the sons as a candidate and another of the sons as a candidate, and the Lord shall elect him. Then shall the chosen one be installed by the installation. When a lord is to be disposed by war chiefs, you shall address him as follows. So, you, fill in the blank there, disregarded and set at naught the warnings of your women relatives. So you fling the warning over your shoulder to cast them behind you. Behold, the brightness of the sun, and in the brightness of the sunlight, I dispose you of your title, and remove the sacred emblem of your lordship title. I remove from your brow the lordship title. I remove from your brow the deer antlers, which was the emblem of your position and token of your nobility. I dispose you, and I return the antlers to the women whose heritage they are. And then the war chief shall now address the women of the disposed lord and say, Mothers, as I have now disposed your lord, I have now returned to you the emblem of the title of the lordship. Therefore repossess them again. Addressing himself to the disposed lord, he shall say, As I have now disposed and discharged you, so you are now no longer lord. You shall now go your way alone. The rest of the people of the Confederacy will not go with you, for we know not the kind of mind that possesses you. As the Creator has nothing to do with wrong, so he will not come to rescue you from the precipice of destruction in which you have cast yourself, if you shall never be restored to the position. You shall never be restored to the position which you once occupied. Then shall the war chief address himself to the lords of the 5 nations to which the disposed belongs, and say, Know you, my lords, that I have taken the deer antlers from the brow of so-and-so, the emblem of his position and the tokens of his greatness. The lords of the Confederacy shall have no other alternative than to sanction the discharge of the offending lord.